show. My name's Jon Stewart. I'm going to tell you something. Their enthusiasm is not for naught. We have a great show for you tonight. Stephen A. Smith is going to be joining me later. Going to get a full Tony's rundown. But first, I want to talk about this very briefly. I was in Los Angeles over the weekend getting BBL from a celebrity doctor. And quick question, for those of you who live in that area, is your city ever not on fire? Whether you win a basketball championship, a World Series championship, whether you have an exploding piñata gender reveal gone wrong, congratulations, it's a boy and an evacuation. Or you're just protesting the Trump administration's expanded deportation raids, LA continues to be our most flammable city. This weekend's combustion was the very predictable result of a liberal city reliant on an immigrant population colliding with a heavy-handed MAGA migrant trawling operation looking to hit its quota of brown Pokemen. Gotta catch them all. Yes, America. This is where we started.
We got to get the criminals out first. We're going to get the criminals, the murderers, the drug dealers.
And this is where we are now.
Protests started following ICE raids at a Home Depot parking lot in Paramount, south of the city.
Home Depot? From the worst of the worst to a f***ing Home Depot? Geez, ICE, if you need assistance in arresting people, you know, those guys are looking for work, so... It's an explosive situation on the cusp of federalism versus states' rights, border control versus due process, terrifyingly militarized sweeps versus hardworking people in local communities, the United States Marines versus the Postmates guy who brought you an egg sandwich. It's going to require a deft and firm, experienced and wise. I think you know where I'm going with this. A deft touch from leadership in Washington.
Well, we're going to have troops everywhere. We're not going to let this happen to our country. They spit. That's their new thing. And when that happens, I have a little statement. They say, they spit, we hit.
Well done, Mr. Churchill. When they spit, we hit. For the love of God, someone protect Hawk Tuah girl. Now, obviously, this is a bit of a change in attitude from Trump towards protecting law enforcement from his previous January 6th attitude of, they hit, we don't give a shit. So why this escalation?
Top Trump aide Stephen Miller.
Oh. What is it young Lord Vader wanted?
Stephen Miller held a meeting screaming at ICE officials to arrest more undocumented immigrants.
Yeah, that sounds like him. Although I'm pretty sure Stephen Miller wasn't screaming. I think it's just his default tone is banshee. It's what happens when oxygen molecules are desperate to exit his unholy lungs. So it just comes out like, get them!
Miller setting a new quota of 3,000 arrests per day to include more than just migrants with criminal records.
Miller reportedly asked ICE officials, hey, why aren't you at Home Depot?
And don't say because they're not bothering anybody down there, because they're bothering me. Lest you say at home, I'm sure that's an exaggeration. I'm sure Stephen Miller understands overwhelmingly that these are people and not monsters.
They released people into this nation, not people, monsters. Deport, deport, deport.
Deport, deport, deport. I'm going to guess that's what Stephen Miller shouts when he comes. Deport! 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 And then obviously to be sensitive to his partner, he has to be like, you deported too, right? And then she probably goes, you know, yeah. and then goes into the shower and self-deports. Sorry, that's yeah. You're very kind. So now, predictably, these non-targeted, much broader deportation efforts in cities that feel very connected to the immigrant population is a tinderbox, and Trump happily lights the fuse. Peaceful protesters mixed with anarchists and vandals, pushed back by horseback and tear gas. Nothing could survive the onslaught except the attitude of teenagers. You, Dad! I mean, cops! Luckily, in the midst of all this chaos, there have been no fatalities. Well, human fatalities.
Self-driving car company Waymo said it was suspending service after at least 5 of its cars were vandalized and set on fire.
Took 5 of them before you were like, should we stop sending the Waymos? You think they're just sitting around? 4 could be a coincidence. But it was no coincidence.
It is believed that those Waymos were summoned or booked by the protesters with the intention of then getting them to the location and torching them.
My God. How dare you? How could you use Waymo's innocence and helpful spirit against the Waymo? Imagine for a moment Waymo's disappointment upon realizing it was, as Admiral Akbar might say, a trap. You got Waymo going, hello, it is my honor to take you to Hollywood and what are you doing? My God, no! I'm giving you only 1 star. No! Tell my Roomba I love her. For more on the immigration raids, we go out live to Los Angeles and our very own Jordan Klepper. Jordan! Thank you for joining us. Jordan, where do we stand right now? Where do we stand right now with the immigration raids?
Well, the Trump administration does not see these raids as an overreach. They see this as a necessary to confront one of the world's most notorious gangs.
The gangs? At home, what do they believe these people are what? Tren de Aragua?
Even worse, Casa del Depot.
That's just Home Depot in Spanish.
Si, senor, these are bad hombres.
Jordan, they're just day laborers.
Oh, well, to the uninformed, perhaps, but I've seen some of the pictures of what these folks are capable of. Gruesome depravity. You know what? If anyone at home is watching and there are children in the room, you might want to ask them to leave. But take a look at this. Disgusting.
What am I looking at? It's like a stone wall?
You're looking at what was supposed to be a Tuscan-inspired retaining wall. Does that look Tuscan-inspired to you, John?
I mean, looks fine, I guess.
John, I didn't pay these guys $40 each for fine. Look at my side patio. Oh.
All right. I mean... Okay.
They're f***ing impatient, John. I mean, are you kidding me? They can't handle full sun. Look at these stairs. Does this buff sandstone look plumb to you?
Jordan, I don't know what any of those words mean.
Okay. Tell me these guys aren't the worst of the worst.
Jordan, see, isn't this what the Trump administration wants? For people to conflate violent gang members with innocent day laborers who are already being exploited? I don't think anyone would be complaining about a rational system of due process getting rid of criminals. But this right now is needlessly provocative in Los Angeles.
You're right. I'm sorry. I lost my head. You know, the American guys quoted me a patio figure that just was... I'm on basic cable, John. But you're right. I can't get behind indiscriminately kicking out blameless workers, especially since I still want to put in a koi pond. But you know what? You can't expect a compassionate approach to deportation when you got a psycho like Stephen Miller in charge. I mean, that guy just gives me the willies. You know?
Jordan, don't But Stephen Miller is he clicking? Is Stephen Miller clicking?
Yeah, John, he's clicking, all right? He uses echolocation to hunt his prey. He found me, okay? I shouldn't have said his name. I just can't say it again or another Stephen Miller will appear. Damn it! Damn it! John, it's too late for me! All right? John, tell my wife I love her. Idea to build a gazebo next to the koi pond. Oh, God, stay away from the face.
Clever, everybody. Join it clever. I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm sure he'll be fine. That was eerie. Very eerie. Now, moving back to the tension, turmoil, and violence coming out of Los Angeles, it's hard to watch an American city torn apart like this. And quite honestly, I was a bit surprised, but even the MAGA-sphere is somber and reflective at what they're seeing in Los Angeles.
It's deeply, deeply unfortunate.
Look, I'll be honest, this really hurts my soul.
I think it's a sad thing to see.
No one wants to see this.
I hate to see it. I think America hates to see it.
Most importantly, it's going to be bad for the country.
I think it is important for us to pray, for peace.
Sorry, I'm being told that wasn't about Los Angeles. That was them heartbroken that Trump and Elon have gone no contact. That's a slightly different thing. That's true. See, for the right now, I guess that's the real national tragedy. Elon Musk has unfollowed cat turd. We must pray for peace. See, the upset in L.A. is in a blue state, in a blue city, with people that they don't give a about.
I'm incredibly happy with President Trump's decision.
Trump is right on target with this.
This just screams common sense.
An enormous positive for our country.
It's certainly well-deserved. There was never any consequences, and now the hammer is being dropped.
Do you want to live in Los Angeles, which is mini Mexico?
To be fair, they also have a fantastic Koreatown. But why escalate this shit now? The unrest in LA's predictable outcome of these aggressive tactics. I believe the right refers to federal overreach as don't tread on me, we the people, cold dead hands, something along those lines. So why is this happening now? What's it meant to distract from? I mean, I can't even remember. What were we even talking about right before the first Waymo went up in flames?
Elon Musk is now accusing Trump of being in the Epstein files.
Oh, right. That's what we were talking about. Which, now, to be fair to Trump, it is ridiculous. I mean, you can't just make wild accusations like that just because Trump and Epstein hung out once or twice, or Trump was in the flight logs, or Epstein called Trump his closest friend, or they went to parties and whispered, I can only assume biblical passages in each other's ear. I'm telling you, Epstein, 2 Corinthians, you got to check it out. It's f***ing awesome. It's not a crime to be in each other's hearts. And what indication has Trump ever given that there may be things within those Epstein files that may be concerning to him?
Would you declassify the 9/11 files?
Yeah.
Would you declassify JFK files?
Yeah. I did a lot of it.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I guess I would. I think that less so because, you don't know. You don't want to affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there.
A lot of phony stuff in there. You can put anything in a file, say anything about anybody. By the way, just for the record, asking a 17-year-old masseuse if she's planning on staying in the United States, that's a legitimate question. And the rest of the video is AI. If there's a video. My favorite moment was when the head of the FBI, Kash Patel, found out Elon accused Trump of being on the Epstein list live while podcasting.
Does he know that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files? Or does he have access to the Epstein files?
I don't know how he would, but I'm just staying out of the Trump-Elon thing. That's way outside my lane.
What the are they doing?
I know my lane, and that ain't it.
Not your lane? Aren't you literally in charge of the Epstein files? I know my lane. I'm just a guy in charge of law enforcement domestically. Conspiracies, crimes, cover-ups, Home Depot parking, overcrowding, But now, because of their personal issues, Musk has threatened to expose Trump. And Trump has threatened to cancel Musk's government contracts. And he's threatened serious consequences to Musk if Musk funds Democratic candidates. It must be hard for the right to see how petty and petulant these two man-babies are, and how they wield their power in vindictive and capricious manners when they don't get exactly their way, and the damage that that behavior causes. And I guess what I would say to the right is, welcome to our f***ing world. Every day. Now you know. Now you know. Harvard won't bend the knee? Attack. A law firm representing a Democrat? Attack. A long-term ally that prefers to retain its sovereignty? Attack. A small mom-and-pop business just trying to complete an $8 billion merger? Attacked. You on the right didn't give a shit when Godzilla and Mothra teamed up to destroy the city. You're only mad that now they're fighting each other. Because you just got a taste of their paper-thin, oversensitive, fragile, ego-driven nihilism, or, as you call it,
it's like watching two giants fight.
These are two titans, two very strong-willed heavyweights.
Two big dogs living in close quarters.
Two grown men that are fighting. Two alpha males duking it out.
Alpha males? I don't think we're watching the same fight. You're seeing this. It's actually this. It's just a couple of f***ing pussies. If these were two alphas fighting, Ted Cruz's description of their fight wouldn't be this funny.
These are two alpha males who are pissed off, and unfortunately, they're unloading on each other.
Deport! 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 Oh, shit! I'm telling them, not me. I'm a citizen. I'm a citizen. Leave me be. When we come back, I'll be swapping hot takes with Stephen A. Smith. Don't go away. No!